I made it.
Hello.
Hello!
Hello.
My goodness! It's been a whole year, everybody! I haven't seen you since last year! But I'm so glad. I love that joke. It makes me very happy. Well, hello, friends. It is every other Friday, and welcome to GutPunchRP, a stream channel focused on RPGs, largely of the tabletop variety, diverse storytelling, and charity. We are sponsored by Dungeons Gate, a local Midwestern game shop. You can type !Dungeons Gate to check out their website, and be sure to use the code GutPunchRP for 10% off anything that is not already discounted. Would you like to support us in a non-monetary way? Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Liking the videos and retweeting our Go Live tweets really does help the channel. And you'll definitely want to follow us because there's some new things coming down the pipeline that you're going to want to be privy to. Stephanie's going to do stuff. It's going to be great. So definitely stick around to see. So give us a follow. If this is your first time here on the channel, welcome. You have joined us for episode 27 of Darkness Rising, which is a homebrew fantasy 5e campaign. And we do play every other Friday, which means our next game will be on the 20th. And be sure to join us every other Monday for the Spooktastic Loren, which is coming back on the 16th, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So without further ado, let's get into a recap. We haven't talked about this for a whole year. Last time on Darkness Rising, the party had set into motion a plan that would hopefully help initiate a secretive escape of the hostage monks in the monastery. Unfortunately, kindness played against the party, and the young members of the attacking force did not hold their tongues after being threatened. River and Anissa watched the rooftop to protect those trapped inside with Aiden, and by attaching a note to an arrow, the duo was able to inform the others of the growing tensions within. Liliana, Quinn, Jade, and Kira waited below for the dragon to arrive. And true to his word, he did. Loren landed and ordered his men to leave the monastery and all the monks behind. While they waited, a potential crisis was averted by the clever, quick thinking of Jade, as she kept another message from hitting Loren. It confirmed the enemy was in fact leaving. With his end of the bargain fulfilled, Jade returned to him the small white orb he so desperately craved, and power returned to him, and he grew before their very eyes. Silva and Jade were happily reunited after a little bit of stress, as the final part of the bargain with Loren, now Dragar, was met. With one fully powered dragon back in the world, can the party hope to stop the darkness that begins to grow around them? There is still hope, though, so long as they can keep Morinshire and the dragon within from falling to the enemy. The battle may have been avoided this time, but at what cost? As we join our parties, they set out to head towards the school of Morinshire, where Quinn has made her name quite well known. Is there anything you all wanted to do on your two-day travel to Morinshire? I know we're avoiding Olathe like the plague.
I feel like that's going to be a tense trip.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Fuck that one up, guys. Just real bad. Real bad.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we'd say...
It could have been worse. Maybe not. Maybe not. No. The whole monastery could have been destroyed, I guess.
Along with the town that we just saved.
Yeah. That whole tree. Do you think he's gonna, like, make a nest in the top of it? Is this I don't know, dragons. This has been a whole
I don't know.
experience.
I mean, they do fly.
Honestly, I could see. Well, no, I suppose Jade saw his lair.
Oh, yeah.
So I was originally thinking he could probably encase it all in ice and have a home away from home.
Vacation home, exactly.
With a view.
Of everything that he's frozen in his wake.
Definitely, save this other dragon so we can go back there and fight that dragon, because that's a thing that we're doing.
Okay. The battle north, or the travel north is tense. It takes you 2 days, carefully avoiding the town or the city of Olathe of the Evertree. And you do manage to make it to the small town that lies outside the tower of Morinshire, which is known as the Academy of Magic. The town is very crowded. More crowded than normal. It actually kind of reminds you a little bit of the exterior of Olathe. If you recall, when you were going into the city of the Evertree, there was a lot of refugees waiting outside. This has a little bit more control, more organization to it. As you walk through the tents and makeshift huts that have been erected to add more space outside this tall 100-foot tower, you notice that there are figures in armor walking in their normal, they're patrolling. Mixed amongst them are those clad in robes and some in casual travel and regular traveler's clothes. What do you all do?
Look to Quinn for what we're supposed to do to get his side here.
The armor, does it look familiar?
Yes, you've seen this armor before. They're usually the guard of the town. They're there to make sure that everything is kept safe. There's just more than normal.
Are they masked?
Yeah.
You look around and no, they don't appear to be masked.
Quick divine sense as we're approaching town, just in case. As we start to kind of like get to people and like guards, like once I'll be able to sense like it within like the full radius, that I actually get good use out of it.
Okay. As you near the more populated area, you cast out this sense. You get back the occasional fae. There's a few that seem to have slightly celestial blood. A couple that have a fiendish tint to their blood or to their auras. But nothing that pings the like death and destruction of what you felt when Dragar's men left, or when you were in Harvale. Nothing like really rankles. It just it's there, but
just your average number of like Aasimar and tieflings.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And like if you glance around, you can see those that obviously fit what you'd expect for that feel.
Cool.
What's everyone's passive perception for me real quick?
12.
Okay.
12.
I know Quinn's is high. 12.
11.
11. Okay.
I'll say
wait. 14.
Okay.
11 is my passive perception, but because there's more than I'm usually, or that I'm used to in this situation, could I make an argument for passive investigation?
Absolutely. I'll take it. Since
That's an
you're
18.
okay. The DC for this was not high. As you all continue deeper into the throng of this encampment, you notice whispers begin to crop up around you. They're not very intelligible at first, and as you all look around, you notice a few fingers being pointed at you before conversations happen behind hands and the occasional like smacking of someone's arm.
Can any of us hear what they're saying?
You can roll me a. What would eavesdropping be? Would that be investigating? Investigation, because you're purposefully trying to listen for something.
15.
Okay. You continue to wander, and you kind of like tilt your ear to the side as you pass by a group of 3 dressed in robes, and they're all whispering, "Hush! Is it Quinn? I thought she left. Why is she back? No, I heard that she got expelled. No way, that Quinn wouldn't get expelled. She's like top student, but she's been gone for like a month and a half." Another group going, "Wait, I know her. I've seen her. Wait, wasn't she the winner of the wizard tournament that we had?" "Yeah, it was the craziest thing. I could have sworn that I thought Dax won, but then no, it definitely, it was Quinn. I remember, I saw it, I swear." And so forth and so on. And occasional, someone go tell the captain. They need to get the tribunal in on this. And I am also assuming you are all still headed towards the tower, which is kind of like up a bit in a surrounded by trees and such on a hill. Or rather, the slope of the mountain that lies directly in front of you.
I would probably grab one of the guards, like kind of like by the elbow or by the wrist or something, like as they're passing by.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes. Hi, I'm Gwendolyn Elizabeth Rathmore. I used to go here. Why is there an increased guard presence?
Have you not heard?
No.
The school has been on lockdown for 2 weeks now.
What do you mean by lockdown?
Like, there was an order for everyone to get out, and
whose
the
order?
doors. The Archmage, Archmage Ava Rathashi.
Have you heard from her since?
No one has. You should talk to the tribunal. They know more than I would. I'm just
Where
here
are they?
to keep safe. They're at the pinnacle of the hill there, in the open tent. They're planning an incursion into the tower, but they can't even get the doors open as of right now.
So was
Doesn't
everyone
even-
out here from the school?
Some, yes. The students have been taking makeshift classes where they could, but otherwise they're the locals that live here. Did you all go here?
Nope.
No, I don't know.
That's
I
tough.
think only one of us looks like we could afford to go here.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, I don't know the true things. I mean, it's a magic school. I don't magic very well. I'm also not one to judge. May I get back to my patrol?
Oh, Quinn has not even no thanks or anything, has like started walking towards the direction.
Thanks for your help.
Right. And
Don't mind her.
they kind of like sidestep you all, watch you go, and then you can hear the clank of their armor as they continue their patrol. You head up the hill, and you can hear the sound of voices coming from just ahead. You can't really make them out at first, but you do hear a few familiar voices coming from up there. What do you do? Need to get names up.
I barge in.
Who? One of the
Mage
guards.
armor.
Oh, that's a good call. On the walk. Major.
Shield of Faith. No, just kidding.
As you storm in, you hear from behind you, "Hey, you can't interrupt them. They're having a meeting."
Good luck telling her no.
Yeah, I clap the guard on the shoulder and just say, "Excellent work."
He just kind of
Walk on
looks
in.
extremely defeated, like, I'm getting in so much trouble for this. Standing before you are 9 people. They all are dressed in they're all dressed in robes of varying hues and decorations. And Quinn, you recognize each and every one of them. They're your teachers that you've grown up with ever since you went to the school. You recognize... Thank you. You recognize Mullane, and you recognize Tazrin, and Windsong, Brett, Millie, Redden, Fike, and Vin. All of them. They're all there. Unchanged. Seemingly undamaged. And then there's one who has their back to you. And you recognize her without even seeing her face. They all turn to look at you, and Maeve turns. And she smiles. "Quinn, where have you been? Welcome back." And she comes over to give you a hug.
Ava sent me on an assignment, and that's why we're here.
Well, we're so glad to have you back. A lot has happened since you left, and we don't really know what's going on. Are they with you? Guards are kind of starting to move forward behind you all.
Yes, if you don't want your guards getting hurt, they should probably back down.
And
Cracks her knuckles with a grin.
The heir Chanasi, who you recognize as Fike, raises their hand, and their robes are silver and red with the occasional black embroidery on their robes. This will be fine. Thank you. And the guards kind of back down. Did you have anything to do with this, Fike says, turning to you. Everything started to happen once you disappeared.
No, not directly. In fact, I believe we're all of us, and I gesture to our group, have kind of been put on the same quest to prevent, well, more of what is happening here, happening everywhere.
The tabaxi steps up, their robes of blue and gold, and they kind of cock their head to their side, and they go, can you tell us more of what you know? Perhaps it will illuminate what has happened here.
So normally Quinn would default to trusting, but given everything that she's experienced since leaving, do I believe them?
Roll me an insight check.
Look at us making inside checks on NPCs.
I'm so proud of you all.
22.
22. You get the sense that Windsong is extremely anxious and skeptical of your sudden appearance. And they kind of are eyeing you up and down suspiciously, but the words they say are not lies.
What about everybody else there? Is there anything off? Is there...
You... Sorry. You look at them all in turn, and you see faces that you've grown up with. The only ones that look at you with not hesitation are Maeve's. Everybody else seems to be reserved. Whereas you've gone to their classes and mastered their teachings easily, that they would look at you as an equal. They're not necessarily looking down on you, but you get the feeling that they also do not trust you in your appearance. But none of them explicitly give out. Make the hair on the back of your neck stand up.
You all recall that Lady Reyna was in attendance during the wizard tournament, correct?
They all nod.
She was looking for someone to set out on a journey. She recruited most, if not all, of the rest of this group. And so, dragons are real. Let's start there.
And there's an uproar of voices. What? How do you know this? Like, what proof do you have? You get Tazrin, the Conjuration Mage. Have you seen them? Like, where?
Almost got killed by one.
Actually killed one.
I have a few of them, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I just pull out dragon scales.
Yeah, a claw.
I pull out
tooth, whatever.
the gold orb.
Did anyone
Silent.
not seem surprised by that announcement in this wave of emotion?
No.
Okay.
They're all talking over themselves. A couple of them step up to take a look at your items. The tabaxi being one of them. There's also a tiefling who comes over and takes the scales after looking at you for permission. Like, can I hold this? Can I hold that? The they're just kind of like all hovering, wanting to examine and take a look at everything. A few of them die down. The air genasi kind of like seems a bit more reserved. It's as much as he's trying to. Anyway. And why have we not heard of this before? Like, where did you encounter? Let me rephrase. Where did you encounter these creatures?
They exist, albeit some of them dormant, all over the land.
And the commotion dies at that, and they all...
And the reason the school is on lockdown is because Ava, I'm assuming, locked everyone out to prevent the destruction of Amaranth.
The silence weighs heavy over everyone, and Maeve is the first to talk, and she just kind of whistles. This is... You've definitely seen a few things since you left here. Perhaps we should sit down and talk things over. This may put a damper on our plans for today. And all the heads of their respective magical states begin to sit themselves around a large table that has a map on it. And this map has markers placed upon it, and the Eladrin who stands there kind of waves for some more chairs to be brought in for you all to sit.
As they're bringing in the chairs, I'll kind of look over to the group and be like, I believe that they all can be trusted, but I will allow you all to decide whether or not you want to give your name to any of them.
Trust or no trust, they seem to know as little about this as we do.
Yeah.
Why don't are we sitting here and talking, or should we just go up to the school?
I figured we should know what they know with the map. And
Looking at the map, like kind of squinting past Quinn at it, does it look like kind of what we've seen before? Or is it like, are they planning a fight? What is happening here?
Roll me.
Are there minis? Are there monsters? Is there terrain? Like,
roll. Whoever's looking at it and looking at it in depth, give me a general intelligence to understand what this map is showing you.
Just flat intelligence?
Oh, yeah.
Flat intelligence.
That'll be a 4. I've seen it.
5!
22.
Okay.
Quinn, you recognize upon this map, it is the interior of the tower, broken down by section. Each one of them has little minis in it. There are 9 small ones, and typically 5 or 6 big ones, all on each level. But none of them appear to be in any stance other than big ones on one side, 9 small ones on the other.
I didn't get that.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. We're gonna take this off so we don't talk to him again.
What do the big ones represent and what do the little ones represent?
Maeve steps up. We were planning to try and break through the school's defenses. None of us have ever seen it locked down before. They've only read about it, and she gestures to all the teachers. All we know is that each level represents a different school of magic. Each level has a trial. And if you fail that trial, you face consequences. But none of us can get in to speak to the Guardians. At least, not yet. They won't let anyone in mass enter. So we were planning an incursion today. Just them going in.
In mask or in mass?
In mass.
Okay.
Like, lots of people. Like, they couldn't just storm the tower to try and fight back whatever they have to fight. So.
Well, I suppose there's no time in dawdling. Please take us to these guardians.
And Millie, the human, wearing she stands up and she goes, and what makes you think we're going to let a student lead the charge into our school? We appreciate all that you have learned from us, Gwendolyn. However, this is no mere task for children to take.
Are they standing or sitting?
Millie stood up. Everybody else appears to be sitting. A couple of them sort of made the move to stand, but Millie straight up.
Her chair
I'll go ahead and
moves
stand up too.
5 inches to the left.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and stand up too.
I was not sitting.
You were sitting?
There were chairs, yeah.
Kira sat down, then stood up.
I am standing up now, yes. Apparently, I guess I was sitting before. And, how are you gonna try to stop us?
We are all masters of our craft.
And?
It will not be hard to
Unfortunately,
stop you.
I am not a child. Also, I left because there was nothing more that I could learn from you, and I have learned quite a bit since I have left you. So please, take me to the Guardian, or I will go there myself, and you won't be able to stop me.
Would you roll me an intimidation check, please?
Ew.
I will say at advantage because you have your party around you.
Just crossing arms, doing the muscle thing.
Yup, for sure.
Yup.
Are we like outside, or do we walk into like some small building or something?
Like a little tent, right?
There's a tent. There's an overhang tent that has a table and then the 9 seats around it.
So, like a couple of us, like the tops of our heads are brushing the top of the tent, like.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Silvery barbs yourself.
I mean,
That's
I
the
feel like-
lower of the score.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah, that's with advantage. It was a 2 and an 8. That's
damn
what I
son.
rolled.
When?
I mean, by this point, I feel like Jade probably has already left the tent.
I need one of you, anyone,
Uh-huh.
high or low.
Oh God, I hate this game.
One person.
Jade's not here. She's not in the tent.
Wow.
I will say the guards will make an attempt to stop you from leaving.
Who, me?
Yeah, they're
I like
not...
to see them try.
Uh-oh. Okay.
I just see one person, high or low.
Low.
Low? The tent falls silent. Millie stares at you. She stares you down. And then Redden, the halfling who is sitting beside her, puts his hand up on her arm. Sit. The girl is right. If Ava sent her out, as she claims, then perhaps she is one who can face these trials. None of you can say that Quinn did not learn everything that we could teach her.
Nerd.
While I do not like it, perhaps it would be better to risk them than the heads of our orders. After all, if
Whenever
the
you put it
tower,
that way,
if
you
the
Yeah.
guys
tower
can
should
definitely go
fall-
first.
Yeah.
If the tower should fall, we will need to set up a new one. Quinn,
And save your necks in the process too. Great. Cool.
Gwendolyn, are you sure you want to take on this challenge? No one would fault you for turning back and looking away. While we appreciate all you offered us now, I will not be one to turn away the aid of someone more knowledgeable about the current state of affairs than myself.
Quinn looks back to the others. Do you want to go break into a tower?
Thought you'd never ask.
I'm at the entrance of the tent. Did anyone try to stop me?
Yeah, the guards are standing there, like swords out, like crossed over the entrance.
How many guards?
Well, after you guys had entered, you sort of had a small parade of them behind you. So there's about 6 or 7 of them.
Hmm.
Damn, if you said 2, that would be a different story.
This is all the heads, all the teachers, and the highest of their orders of magic. They're gonna have a bit of protection.
Because they can't protect themselves,
Well,
apparently.
Protection. I'm leaving the tent. Nothing happened to them.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine Jade is just actually having this conversation with the guard right now. It's like,
Yes.
Oh, I'm standing my ground. It's just like, move.
they'll be more safe if I leave. You are doing terrible at your job right now, sir.
Ah,
I mean, like, we could also go, so, I mean, uncross the swords, guys. Right? We're leaving?
yeah, they just said that we can go.
Imagine River and
Are you
Lily
listening?
look stoic, but you can tell that they're excited about a tower heist.
They're more so waiting for your answer, your all answer to their question of, are you actually going to do it?
Yeah. I thought that was pretty clear. Yeah.
we were already
right?
gonna do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. We were gonna
What
do
are
it
we
whether you said we
doing?
could or not.
Tower.
Sorry.
Right?
Checking out a tower. Right? Anyway, onward. I just, like,
Yeah.
join Jade at, like, the start of the tent and just, like, move a sword.
The
I'm
guards
right
kind of,
behind
like,
ya.
they let you move, but they're like looking back at the other guards, and Redden kind of says, I cannot guarantee their safety, and then the others are like, how could you just let them go? They're children! He goes, none of us could ever keep Quinn from achieving anything she wanted. What makes you think we can start now? And you all exit the tent.
If we're children, then you're all ancient.
I was just
Bye!
saying, like, they gotta be like 80 years old. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Is there the sound of someone hitting dirt?
There's a, yeah. It's a.
Yes!
Is this also like a tent with like guidelines holding it up? Got like some of that going on?
No. It is. You get this distinct feeling it's being held up by magic.
Oh, that's
Damn it.
boring.
That's lame.
Okay. As you all begin to make the climb towards the tower. Here. Quinn, wait!
I wait.
Maeve comes up to you. And she... Do you need anything before you go in there? There's no telling what you'll find once you enter those doors.
Do you have any health potions?
Yeah, and she pulls out one and hands it to you. And you recognize it as a superior health potion. It's the only one I have. Try not to die in there. Please.
Given my track record, I don't know that I can guarantee that. But I will do my best.
Well, I hope you come out. I'd love to hear about these adventures you've been on. Dragons? They're real?
They are indeed.
Okay, well, please come back. Okay? This place has been boring without you.
Yes. Be careful who you trust.
Do you know something?
Everything seemed fine in there, but I've encountered people who have changed their shape, people who basically producing weapons of mass destruction. I was talking about the changeling that we encountered, not you, River. Calm down.
Right. I'll do that. Thanks for the heads up. And
Maybe learn how to see things that are not there. And get in the habit of checking that.
divination's never really been my area of expertise, but I'll see what I can learn. And she kind of like hesitates for a moment and then turns to leave.
Okay, panic and turn on my heel and walk towards the tower.
Is that in front of everyone, or was that off on your own little?
I mean,
I stopped walking, so if you continued walking,
I
then
imagine we would have stopped because you're kind of leading the group. So in that case, when she turned and walked away and you stalled, you would have gotten shoved, unless you want to make that strength save.
I will try to make a strength save.
Gotta beat 17.
That's fine. I have a -1 to it. Let's go.
oh my gosh, yes.
15.
Oh, you
My
get
ass
shoved
kept
forward 5
moving.
feet.
Ooh.
Bump into her.
Just for fun. I'm giving myself a dexterity saving throw, which is a 4, so I fall flat on my face.
Facepalm.
What would you say to a 15 dexterity save to catch you?
Oh, assuming Maeve got me. Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. And like looks over her shoulder to River. Just I have some pushy friends.
Well, she'll help you stand up, and she kind of leans in close and tell them thank you for me.
Bright red.
I always knew red was your color. And she winks and turns to walk away again. Make sure you come back. I still owe you for the tournament.
I'm afraid you would be severely disadvantaged at this point, and
And you all continue on your way.
I kept walking up to a certain point, but like by the time Quinn's ready to start walking, I just like slow clap.
God.
Yeah, just like kind of chortle and clap her on the back, super smooth.
Let's go break into a tower.
As you all approach, the school is immaculate. It is carved of stone, and yet you see no markings. Nothing gives the appearance of this having been built. It is a tower of pure black stone with windows, a door, front door, everything. Almost like a giant monolith of a building. As you step up to it, Quinn, you get a sense of comfort looking at it. And then something feels wrong.
This is some great brutalist architecture they got going.
We really should have stolen that damn map of the tower while we could.
I mean, Quinn went here. She knows the map.
Do you know all the defense mechanisms or whatever when this place shut down? Or at least
No.
what's been happening since it shut down?
They didn't seem to know either.
I don't know, they didn't start talking. We kind of just accepted it and then left.
I feel like
You want
they're
the map, you
opening.
can get it.
Well, we're here now, so let's go be ambitious.
What feels off?
Roll me insight.
Hey, if you want the map, I can go back and get the map.
Natural 20 for 24.
Those drapes do not go with those windows.
There's, you know, magic. You've grown up learning, studying everything you can about this magic, about any magic. There seems to be a hitch to the magic here, a hitch that you recognize. You've sensed this before. And it's the magic that made Harvale feel off. It's magic that you have personally studied in depth. But it feels warped.
I relay all that to the group.
And to do but go in? Or do we want to climb in like a window? Are there windows?
Harville was the one with the circle and the time fuckery, right? Okay.
Is there a clear entrance point?
Yes, the front door. The door stands about 7 feet tall, and on the sides and the top, there are figures carved into the stone. Never seen these figures before. They were never there. It's always been a smooth surface. The door has never been closed. It welcomes all who seek to learn magic, specifically. And here it is. Closed.
These are new. I'm assuming these must be the Guardians.
Okay.
Someone want to throw a ball bearing through and see what happens?
And there are no windows, correct? Just now that we're seeing things on doors.
Not on this first area. Not like right immediately around. They're higher up.
How high up is higher?
20, 30 feet.
30 feet.
I'll pick up a pebble or something, toss it where Quinn was indicating.
Or just tossing it against the door.
Sure. See what happens.
The rock dunk against the wall, against the door, and rolls back to you.
Mage hand, go to knock on the door.
You get a nothing.
All right. I'm gonna go to open the door unless someone stops me.
As soon as your hand touches the door, unless someone tries to stop her.
Mage hand,
Nope.
like, on your hand, so you feel someone resisting. It's not going to physically be able to stop you, but kind of a, like, Kira.
What? Nothing happened when you knocked. Nothing happened when we tossed a rock, when we threw something at it.
Maybe let the mage hand open the door.
All right, fine.
I was
Might be too heavy.
Are there any obvious traps on this door, first things first?
Roll investigation.
I was really hoping to avoid being the one to do this, but...
I'm sure you'll do better than me at it, at least, if that
Yeah.
helps. I have a -1, Amber.
17.
Nope.
Okay.
Doesn't appear to be any traps on this door.
Great, I'm opening the door. As soon as I have the go-ahead.
River is just like... Okay, right next to Kira. So Kira and River are right there.
Okay.
All right, then. And I'm opening the door.
This is
You
how I
place
die.
Your hand on the door.
Uh-huh.
In unison.
Yeah.
The three figures turn to look at you.
Hi?
A snake, a wolf, and a bird. All look at you. In unison, they speak. Only those who know the truth can reach the treasure that lies within. Follow the path of the scholar's trial, or walk in darkness and mists a while.
Okay.
Get that one more time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Only those who know the truth can reach the treasure that lies within, follow the path of the scholar's trial, or walk in darkness and mists a while. And I'll send that in the cast chat.
Thank you. So, we can go in, though. as long as we're okay with that whole deal, she says to these creatures that have all of a sudden animated.
I don't say anything.
All right then. Looks back at the others. Look like we're good with that. Yeah, we're good. I can.
Looks to Quinn.
Invisible.
Quinn, am I opening this door?
Yes.
All right,
The door opens.
going in.
Okay.
Yeah, River will go right after her.
Yeah.
3.
You all coming or what?
I mean, yeah, what's the scholar's path? Do you have to go through, like, grades? Ever take a
I hope
test?
it's just a group project then, because if it's a group project, then Quinn can handle it. It's fine. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll bring snacks.
But what if it's like 70% of our grade?
I'm pretty sure.
Then we're all
Quinn
failing.
can
Let's
handle
go.
it, yeah.
This is
Come on.
This is so delightful. Anissa, Jake, do you step in?
I mean, yes. Is it lit inside at all, or are we like relying on light of the door right now?
Yes, as of right now, looking in, it is black.
I don't know.
Light a torch from my
I
bag.
feel like I would stand with the door open until someone got a light source.
I'll go ahead and just light a torch.
Okay. You light the torch, and you can see Kira in the darkness before you. River's behind her. Quinn behind her.
Not to be that person, but if we can see in the dark.
No, you cannot.
Okay. Just checking.
No, you're good.
I step all the way in.
Yeah. Nice step in.
As soon as you step in, the door closes, and the room around you illuminates. You're standing in a circular room. Standing before you is a single statue. The statue sits on a throne, holding a book. As the door closes and everything becomes clear, it is a stickier. It's about 100 feet, but on all sides. What do you do?
Nothing else in the room. No
Just
sounds,
this-
no more weird carvings.
Nope. Just this figure.
Anything interesting about the floor?
Roll me investigation.
Six.
This stone appears to be very, very well trod marble. You've got the veins of white mixed through this black to give sort of depth.
Anything about the book?
Roll me investigation, please.
How far are we from the statue again?
It's about 70 feet from you.
Okay.
So you have to like really walk into the room.
19.
Quinn, you step up to this book and you recognize it. You've studied it many times. Not your favorite, but you understand how transmutation magic works. This is a book all about that.
I would start walking slowly towards the statue.
River's going to
Same
stick
right
to
there.
the outer rim. She's looking for anything in the wall, specifically doors, windows, keys. but if anything catches your
Okay.
attention.
I think Kira's mostly kind of
And traps.
letting. Yeah. I think Kira's letting the rest investigate while keeping eyes and ears out for anything to change, any sort of danger that might be showing up as a result.
River,
Yeah, same.
Oh, God.
your ability to make yourself look different. That is transmutation, correct? Or is that illusion?
River's gonna tell you quite honestly, she doesn't know what the hell any of her spells actually do. You're the nerd. But let me... You were looking at Disguise Self or Ultra Self? Ultra Self is transmutation, Disguise Self is the illusion. Ultra Self actually physically changes her body. You're going to have to, describe a bit about what you're meaning there. I didn't study the schools. Which one you want?
Well, I assume that the one that would actually change your body would be transmutation, whereas the other one would be illusion.
Okay.
So my guess is we're gonna have to do some kind of transmutation magic. But I also wonder if it's connected. I assume that the thing that was spoken on the outside is some form of riddle.
Which school is transmutation again? The River, this is River asking you, not Amber. Spell it out to her.
Transmutation typically involves taking something and changing it into something else.
Okay. This is gonna break my invisibility though.
We don't have to do that. I'm just wondering how much we should also talk about conserving resources in case we have to fight something.
Well, I can attempt to repair something that will cost significantly less energy, and I can also try and send it a message that fits along.
Actually,
That'll...
let me try something first, which won't cost us anything at all.
And River...
I make a spark appear in my hand and cast Prestidigitation.
stealthily moving further away.
As you cast Prestidigitation, the figure lifts their head up. And they speak. The answer to the way ahead is to understand what came before. Each step you take will challenge the body and mind. And each step you take will be to another floor. Each floor of this tower is another lesson. To pass each is to face the master. But be wary of how you go, for the twists and turns will leave you alone. The first is here and lies at your feet. I am the guard who you must beat. Face me now in wit and guile, and you will surpass our scholar's trial. Do you accept?
Yes.
As you say yes, Jade, you're looking at the floor. It's not there anymore. And you all begin to plummet.
Featherfall.
As soon as you cast Featherfall, and it touches each one of you in turn, the ground returns. And that same, you're not in that same room as you were before. The voice of the statue echoes above. This answer is accepted. You're in a small, not small, in comparison to the large 100-foot room you were just in before, you're in a, hallway of sorts. And before you is an arch. Behind you, there's a wall. Beyond the arch is another wall.
An arch with runes carved, anything?
It appears to be just cursory glance, just of brass, kind of intertwined.
Well, no way but through, I guess. I'll
Yes.
start walking.
As you watch, Anissa walks beneath the arch and vanishes.
Anissa?
Ah, fuck me.
Is there any response? Is it like invisible or is it just no sign at all?
No sign. Poof, gone.
Could we get that last riddle dropped into the Darkness Rising chat?
Oh, yes. The big one.
Mm-hmm.
Not ahead.
Amber, you're
Excellent.
muted if you're talking to us.
River will go in right after Anissa the minute she disappears.
Okay.
Well, we don't know that because you're invisible.
Yep.
Yep. Anissa, you step through the other side of the arch. And you enter a room in which there's in the center there's a well. And around the well are 4 pedestals. The room is 100 by 100 again, in a circular. There's a slight crackle behind you. But that's it.
If I look back is there anything back there?
Nope. You just see the wall.
I feel like I would stand very still, just like listening for like a full 60 seconds, in which time hopefully other people would appear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, after no response from Anissa, Kira with her 9 intelligence would go through and try to see if she could see it a little better from the other side or something. I don't know. But yeah, she would go through. She would follow.
Anissa, you're looking back at the arch, and you hear another crackle, and you see Kira step through. River,
What
you
the
were
fuck?
the first. You were the first.
I was gonna ask, but I wanted to see if
You
she was
were
gonna
the
do
first
something
crackle.
first.
Oh,
Glad we all actually made it through. I was maybe regretting that for a second. Are they coming?
I'm here, right behind you.
oh,
Let's
hey!
halfway there.
River's gonna start.
I mean, I
Checking the
kind
room.
of just went for it.
I don't know.
Hopefully they're gonna follow.
Well, if there's something else they need to solve or something, but I figure at least one caster come with you in case. I know, Wizard's Tower. They're weird.
Well, it's also there wasn't any way to go but forward. Where else are they gonna be?
Yeah, yeah, true.
Slightly further away. Wizards are weird. Things don't always look the
just-
same.
Yeah.
Things aren't always what they appear. I don't know.
Oh. Should we like hold hands in the future?
Or maybe like have a rope between all of us? Like we all have to hold on to the rope?
You know, little kids when they're walking around town.
Yeah.
When Jade.
Shall we follow?
Yeah, I feel you.
Quinn steps up to the arch. And turns and faces Jade and then backs into it.
Dramatic bitch.
If you were gonna drag ass, I would have just tackled you into it.
Anissa, River, and Kira, you hear a crackle, and you see Quinn walk backwards into the room.
Why are you walking backwards? That's very unsafe.
Were you trying to see what happened?
I'm telling you, wizards are weird.
Kind of.
I see what you mean.
I would have walked through by now.
Oh, there you are. Okay, yeah.
There's another
Okay.
crackle, and Jade walks through. As soon
Alright.
as go ahead. Nope, go ahead. You go
Who
ahead.
wants to go touch a pedestal for no reason?
All right, sure.
No,
No, Kira,
No,
don't just touch things in here.
Uh,
What's up with the pedestal?
River, go ahead and roll me an investigation. Since you were wandering around the room looking at everything.
17. Again.
You wander around the room. You know what traps look like. You don't see any. So you investigate one of the pedestals. On it is a plaque. And it's written in a language you don't understand.
Ugh. Reading. Quinn, you're up. She scoots
Do
away
I
back to the wall.
understand the language?
As you step in towards the pool of water, voices fill the room. They're all different varying octaves and timbre, right? That's the word? Timbre? Different.
Mhm.
You get, we are but 4 siblings in this world, all born together. Then one of them speaks. I am the one that runs and never wearies. Another speaks. I am the one that eats and is never full. The third. I am the third. I drink, but am always hungry. Or always thirsty, excuse me. And then the last. And I am the last, and I will sing a song forever. And in the chat that goes.
Thank you.
Did you all hear that?
Uh-huh.
Did we?
Yes, you did.
To be clear, that did not go off when River was near it, correct? It only went off when Quinn was near it?
Yes.
Huh.
Wizards.
Wizards.
What
What's it
is
say?
written on the plaque? Or like what is?
Which one do you approach? There's 4 of them.
Mm.
I have a up on Roll20 if you want
Oh.
to.
Oh, okay.
oh,
Oh, well, in that
okay.
case.
Well then.
That changes
Oh.
Fight these plaques.
Oh boy.
I mean, I
let's
hate
go-
to be
let-
presumptuous, but something that runs and never wearies is a river.
Fire fire consumes?
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, wind, air, something like that could be... Wind's always whistling. Singing a song forever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Earth, yeah. Like
Dry
Winter.
earth. Yeah.
drink and always be thirsty.
So do we have to, like, put one of those things on the right pedestal? Or something?
I'll approach the green one and see
Okay.
what it says.
Quinn, you recognize this language. But it's not one that you can read normally.
Okay. Give me a few minutes and I ritually cast Comprehend Languages.
Just kind of pace and twiddle our thumbs while Quinn's doing this.
And the floor in here is like stone, yeah?
Yes. This is like hard stone.
Okay.
It's a hot.
Is there
tub
anything in
middle.
Oh, go ahead.
Is
Yeah,
hot tub in the middle?
It's a hot tub in the middle.
I was
Hot
gonna
tub
ask
time
if we can see the
machine.
bottom. Can we see the bottom of the well?
You look into it.
Yeah.
It appears to be murky.
How low is the water in the well?
You look down. If you gauge that if you were to lean over, you would have to be fully pressed against the lip of the wall to touch the water below, but you could do it.
Yeah, it's kind of far down.
Think it'd be bad if we dropped something down there?
I was gonna say you could take a swim in that, but it's murky.
But also maybe what if it's like a portal and it water portals you to,
Yeah.
Or it's
Ooh.
acid.
or it's acid, yeah.
Or it's acid. Didn't think of that.
Alright, is this little like bar with the 4 things on it just part of like the illustration, or is it actually something?
It appears to be. Actually, roll me an investigation. I'm going to make you roll more.
Eh. 4. I just
it's
flick
just-
one of those things.
It appears to be metal. It's a gate of some sort.
Anissa found the child gate.
Yeah, anyone good with? I don't know what this is. It's metal. It's definitely metal.
River will come up and take a look at it too while they're waiting for Quinn.
Okay.
Right behind you. Don't panic too much, and also please don't suddenly swing.
I'd call it the warning. I'll kind of like scoot around a little, just so that I'm like looking into the fountain.
Okay. River, are you going to do anything?
Yeah,
while
she's
we're
gonna.
waiting for-
She moves forward to what Anissa is
Okay.
looking at and kind of investigates the same thing.
Okay, go ahead, roll me an investigation.
21.
21? Okay. This does appear to be a gate or a door of sorts.
Nailed it on
And it
baby
does.
gate.
And it does lead into a excuse me. It kind of is on that side. It's ground level, and you can see looking through it, the water is just beneath it, beneath the lip there, and it is still.
Illustrations don't look like anything, mean anything. It's just a gate, like.
There's nothing on it. It's just a locked gate.
So we could potentially swing that open and water rushes down.
More so, if you got the door open, you could go to the water. The water is below where the gate ends on the ground.
Without touching it, how's that? Is the lock trapped? And is it a something River could feasibly unlock? Or is this a
With
wheelhouse?
you rolled
21.
a 21.
Mhm.
With a 21, there is no lock.
Well, we got a locked door without a lock. And a gate.
But it probably unlocks when we solve these things.
That's a pretty good call. Then the River will back away and go towards a wall. I'll be next to the gate when it opens.
Any luck yet, Quinn?
And as they finish investigating, your spell takes hold. And you understand the Draconic that is written before you. And the green one says, "The fruit of the earth are my children, and they come not from a tree or bush, but from me and only me. My wish is to be returned.
I'll just kind of like shout that out to the others and move to the red.
Okay. The red says, give me food, but I never drink. Watch me breathe, but I'll never live.
Repeats that. Heads to the blue one.
3 lives I have, gentle enough to soothe the skin, light enough to touch the sky, and hard enough to crack rocks.
And then yellow.
Sometimes I whistle, sometimes I bite. A storm makes me move, and calm days move me not. My temper reflects where I live, and yet a home I have not.
I think Kira just kind of walks over to the red one and pulls out the torch that she had lit before. Like,
Okay.
yeah? Huh? Do I light it and put it on the pedestal? Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
River.
Yep.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
do we have to do them all at once?
Probably.
I say that like I can help with this. Fire with the torch is all I have.
You have a lot of skin, don't you?
rations in this environment.
No water.
Yes. Okay.
Wrong button.
Do water.
I mean, I can look through my. I mean, are there any like carrots or potatoes or anything in our rations? Like, I don't know. That's all I thought of with that first one, but I don't know.
Like a vine.
Or maybe like the roots of something.
It could be dirt, like literal earth,
But
or seeds.
yeah. It's afraid of the earth. Well, I mean, maybe it could just be dirt. Yeah.
Or is it anything that grows? And then it could just be wood, and it could be, you know,
Yeah,
someone's crossbow
maybe.
bolt. Which, if
Could try it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
We're not gonna find out if we don't try something.
all right, and someone go blow on the wind one, I guess.
Yeah. All right, fuck it. I'm lighting my torch and I'm setting it on the
I'll
pedestal.
go and blow on the wind one.
Oh, are we doing it all at once?
Yeah, on the count of 3.
Oh, okay, okay.
Who's got the earth?
Crossbow bolt, someone.
It says it's not from a tree or bush, though.
Well then, I don't know about our earth situation.
I don't know. Okay, okay. I didn't pick up that pebble from outside.
Oh, I have a whetstone, which is rock.
That'll work. Yeah, let's try it. Let's
Okay,
try it. Why
I
not?
switched from that one to. No, that doesn't make sense. Rock? Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right, I'll go over there and do rock. Someone else do water. On the count of 3, 1.
Jade, you got water?
Yeah, I got water.
All right.
2.
1, 2, 3.
And you set them down. At first, nothing happens. It's quiet. In turn, they light up in this order. Yellow, blue, red, and then they all go dark. There's the sound of rushing water. As the water begins to rise, it begins to filter over to the water pedestal and rise up. The flames from the torch begin to grow and become a figure. The wind from the breath begins to spin and swirl.
Shit.
And the rock placed upon the stone, upon the pedestal, begins to grow.
Well,
There we go.
Here we go.
and the gate is still firmly closed at this point.
It is firmly closed,
Cool.
and all those voices come from these beings, and they say, "You have failed."
Fuck.
And I need everyone to roll for initiative, please.
We tried our best.
We did.
We're just little guys.
It's all
We're
good.
just little guys.
Ooh, natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay, I would say hold on to those. We'll take our break now because we're going to be in combat. So don't go anywhere, friends. We are coming back. We are going to be fighting some elemental troubles. This is going to be super fun. So don't go anywhere. For those who are watching us on YouTube, we'll see you in a few days. For those joining us here on Twitch, we'll see you real soon. Don't go anywhere.